The Walking Dead Season 9 is officially over. Sorry, I'm a week late on my finale review. I've been out of town. But nonetheless, we're going to talk about The Walking Dead finale and kind of Season 9 as a whole. So, the finale, it's a different finale for The Walking Dead. It isn't the big, grand, everything's going to happen in the finale as we've seen throughout the other 8 seasons of the show. This is more of a Game of Thrones finale, I would say. The best way I can kind of compare it is the big event happened in episode 15, and episode 16 is the true aftermath of episode 15. So in the finale, in episode 16, we pick up roughly 3 or 4 months after the whole Pike situation went down, because obviously there's a lot of snow, and the only real way to tell that much time has passed, you have to look at Rosita. Her stomach's a lot bigger now, so she's more pregnant. That's kind of the only way you can truly tell, because the weather is the weather, and it can snow a lot in a week or so, and you don't really know. But time has passed, and the kingdom has fallen, and everyone from the kingdom has to be going to the hilltop now, because officially the kingdom is dead, which is honestly probably better for storytelling, in my opinion. That way you only have really two communities to worry about. And Oceanside's out there, but whatever, it's Oceanside. But now we only have Alexandria and Hilltop, which is better for the story, in my opinion, especially with stuff going forward with against Whispers and they ever get to the Commonwealth and so forth. But it's pretty much just the journey of the people from the kingdom and Daryl and Michonne and a few other people from Alexandria and the other, well, I was going to say other communities, but there really isn't that many anymore, huh? It's when the whole spiel. But anyways, it's our main characters that we know and love. They're traveling to Hilltop, and obviously the whole snowstorm happens. They're afraid of crossing the Whisper borderline and everything. And the whole Lydia storyline, she just kind of wants to die, and Carol kind of in a way saves her, and it's just like, no, I don't think I'm going to ever like you all that much, but you don't deserve to die. It's not truly your fault. And then we got Ezekiel being just a complete a-hole to Daryl. Like, I get where he's coming from when he tells Daryl to like leave when they get to Hilltop, but like, dude, it's not Daryl's fault that Henry died and all the other people died. He's looking after Henry. Henry got himself killed when you really think about it. If Henry didn't go after Lydia, probably all still be good. Nothing would have happened, and everyone would just kept living on. It's really Henry that got himself killed. I mean, I know he's still a young kid, but still, in the grand scheme of things, he's the one that got himself killed. It's not Daryl's fault. He tried to protect the kid. I mean, my God, he went toe to toe with Beta and the rest of the Whispers in Choke Point to save Henry and to save Lydia. So, I mean, it's not Daryl's fault. I thought that was kind of an a-hole move from Ezekiel. And they kind of show the whole divide between Ezekiel and Carol, which I found that very interesting, because I knew they would have issues after Henry died. But man, like, Carol's just like, boom, here's the ring at the end of the episode. I'm going to go be the freaking Terminator again. I'm done with this crap. That was cool. I wasn't expecting her to be full-fledged, like season 4, season 5 Carol right away, but she was. She's ready to go. And I cannot wait to see her and Daryl take on Alpha. That's going to be so fun. But pretty much it was a pretty slow episode. I know some people kind of hated it. Oh, also, yeah, the snow was really cool. I really enjoyed the snow. I thought that was a really cool dynamic to the show that we've never seen before, how the walkers kind of froze and you got to kind of deal with them coming out of the snow. Really cool. But overall, I know people are saying it's kind of a slow finale and so forth. I enjoyed the finale as a whole because, well, it kind of encapsulated the full season. It's a good bookend to all of season 9. Now, I know it wasn't some grandiose finale like season 4. I don't know. Pick another season. But it perfectly bookended season 9 as a whole. You could just take season 9 as a story, and it's a great story. Even if you don't know The Walking Dead, the first 8 seasons, season 9 is a good story in itself. And I think that finale for season 9 perfectly does that. And I know people can hate on it, whatever. It is a slower episode, but sometimes shows need that, especially after watching, what was it, 8 to 10 people get slaughtered the last week. Like, it's needed in story development and telling, and The Walking Dead needed to kind of come down. And they've done this formula forever, just not in a finale where The Walking Dead would be, 10 out of 10 in intensity and death and everything, and then the next week it's going to be like 6 out of 10. It's a ebb and flow of storytelling and so forth. But Overall, I really enjoyed it. I really did. I thought the Negan stuff was really great too. I love his all his one-liners with Gabriel and Sadiq. Like father, not the father, doctor, baby, daddy. I mean, all that stuff's just hilarious. And him saving Judith was adorable. I'm not gonna even lie. I mean, Negan's redemption is on its way. It is, and it's hard not to like Negan. Hell, it's hard not to even like him in season 7 and 8. He just was kind of an a-hole too. Obviously, he killed a few of our people, but in his point of view, Rick did kill a lot of the saviors beforehand. You can look at it that way too. But nonetheless, I thought it was adorable how Negan went and saved Judith. The whole Negan and Judith dynamic is really fun because you have, of course, foul mouthed Negan, and you have Judith. She's a little badass. And Judith, of course, went after Dog. That was the whole thing. And then, of course, Negan went and saved Judith and, of course, saved Daryl's dog, which was really cool. I like that they kind of show Negan as more of a human and everything. And him and Judith do have a really cool relationship. They are friends. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Negan doesn't really have any friends, but he does think of Judith as a friend or kind of a parent-esque type of person for Judith. I mean, hell, I think he saved her more than other people at this point, or has helped her through a lot of things, because at least he's honest with her, where other people won't be. And Negan will just tell her straight up, like, this is what it is. This is who your parents were, who your dad was, I should say. I mean, because he doesn't know Lori, but or Shane, but just all that stuff. It's really cool. I like the Negan and Judith dynamic. And like I said, I kind of compared it to the Arya Hound dynamic, where obviously they shouldn't go together as a cool duo, two completely polar opposite people, big ass grown man and a little girl, but they're both truly cool and badass in their own ways, and how they form a really cool bond and friendship out of it. It's a cool dynamic. I like it. I can't wait for season 10 to see more of that develop. And Negan's gonna be out killing Whisperers sooner than later, and it's gonna be awesome in season 10. But before I ramble on even more, overall, the season finale was really good. I really enjoyed it. I know I talked about it not in order at all, but I haven't watched it in a week, and I didn't really feel like rewatching it, so this is kind of off the top of my head. I really enjoyed the season. Season 9 is for sure the best season since season 6. I know some people have issues with season 6 with the whole Glenn fake out and then the big cliffhanger at the end of the season. But overall, I really like season 6. I can kind of look past that stuff, especially with season 7, episode 1 being out. I don't mind the finale of 6. I mean, at the time, yeah, it really ticked me off too. But I can kind of look over it now, a few years later. It's not that big of a deal. Season 6 was an overall great season, in my opinion. But people kind of think season 5 was like the last great season, quote unquote. And they're comparing 5 to 9, as like the next great best season. So for sure, season 9 is way better than season 7 and 8, in my opinion. I truly enjoyed this season for having all the question marks, all the mysteries coming into this season. I did not expect to enjoy it as much as I did. Even with Rick leaving, I enjoyed the show as much as him being there. Yes, of course, I miss him tremendously as a character, but the show is still great without him, and I never thought I'd say that. They've done great development with Daryl and Michonne, and they're going to be doing that with Carol here pretty soon once she gets back in the story. And what they do is Negan and Gabriel and Judith and every character they've done so well this season. They've truly revitalized the show. And before people keep saying, it's still a dead show or whatever, yeah, you know what? It's never going to get back to be 17 million people watching it on a premiere night. It's never going to be back to that. Yeah, you can blame season 7 and 8 why people were never going to watch the show again for some reason or another, and it's never going to be back to 17 18 million people watching. But at the end of the day, this show is going to be in its 10th season. That's a long time for people to watch a show if you're not a hardcore fan, and I think that is one of the main reasons why less people watch the show. But still, they're drawing in 5 to 10 million viewers depending on the episode, roughly right in there. I don't know if they hit 10 million viewers this season, but say like 5 to 8. That is still a huge fan base. I mean, that is humongous. And that's just on cable subscription services that people are watching, that where they're getting those numbers. That's not AMC Premiere. It's called AMC Premiere, right? AMC Premiere, people that illegally watch it, I don't condone that. But there's just so many ways to watch the show. You can buy the show on Amazon for like $30, and then you can watch it right when it comes out. There's so many ways to watch it, and there's so many fans. You can't look at the numbers like that. The show's not dead at all. The Walking Dead universe is more than fine. A lot of people still love it. I still love it. Season 9 was awesome. I really enjoyed it. Best season since season 6, even without Rick for most of the episodes. So, wow. All right, I'm done talking. I want to thank you guys for watching. Comment down below, was season 9 the best season since season 6 or season 5? Let me know down below. Or if you like 7 and 8, let me know down below too. While down there, if you can like the video and subscribe, greatly appreciate it. And like I said before, sorry guys for not making this video sooner. I was out of town and I just literally couldn't make the video. So here we are now, making the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you in the next one.